Alright, so we're at McSorley's residence here. This is the last attempted repair video that we made. Don't know why this was not taken seriously. They still have things unsealed, and we still have the tears in the matting here as well. The shingle does not fit. I want to point something out real quick again. There's no sealing strip here, right? But if you cut the shingle down where it's supposed to seal, is not going to allow it to shed water properly, because it's not meant to seal all the way back, and there's no sealant left on the existing shingle, as you can see. So, like, there's sealant here on the new shingle, but it's already thicker. This is a 20-year 3-tab right here. Okay, the existing product. 20-year 3-tab. This is a 25-year. So you already got a thickness difference right off the bat. So whatever. I'm just gonna go make another video. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. You guys are milking this pretty hard, but good thing is we don't just ever give up. So we will push and push and push on this, because that's the right thing to do. So I'm not gonna go in an area that looks like that. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go right here. Let me find a. Same deal. Roof snake, 5-in-1. So right here is a seam. Here's another seam. So I'm going to take this shingle out, because I haven't even touched this one yet. That's the one I'm taking. Still using the recommended RLS product. Which also is not the right size, but it is what it is. You guys are trying to make it as if it is the right size, which is hilarious to me. I'm not sure if the whole thing here is you want to just trim it down and then see where it goes from there. The end result on that's not going to be favorable, especially not for the policyholder. So, those are out. This one's already partially unsealed for me a few minutes ago. Okay. You got 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. Okay, I'm not lifting up any higher than it takes to get a nail out. That's it, right there. Nice and simple. I've already got tears increasing already right here. Let's point that out. I'm trying to be as gentle as humanly possible. get. Of course, none of these are coming out nice and smooth like they should. But so, I mean, I don't know if it's overdriven or what the deal is, but I mean, these are not, they're not coming out simple. So already, I mean, we got tear here, a tear there. This one was all right. You can see that's still moving, but that's because there's a tear. This one, another tear. So a lot of the same stuff. Of course, we're on the other side of the roof. You know, we're on the back side. And then last time we were on the front side. This one's a real problem right here. Again, just high enough to get the nail out. Nothing more than that. Okay. This one. Plug some of these here. But before we get too far involved, again, I'll label. So, tears. By the way, nice and windy out today. And then, you know, this one's always got at least 1 or 2 little ones. Where else? Here. We got your standard creasing. So, yep, there's that. And we got just really little ones here too. This is all, it's all broken, the matting is all broken. And then on top of that, we got the transfer matting. Taking place on areas like that. Check what else. Oh, here's a nice one. So, okay. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. You got your tears, you got your tears, you got your tears. Again, same as the other side. You know, that's damaged matting, that's broken matting. You know, here too. It's the same thing, it's across the whole shingle right there. All right. I don't have still pictures of these. On top of that, you're looking at stuff under here that is super brittle. That's a seam. I'm sorry. Scratch that one. That's a seam. That one's good. What did I see? Pretty bad one at? Somewhere around here. Let's see. This is a Yep. This one's pretty bad. Right here. Where you're gonna have, you know, that's just for trying to get under it. I'm doing it gently. I'm doing it precisely. And if I wasn't, you wouldn't be seeing a perfect nail hole coming out of it. Like this one right here. This one did not tear. I was able to get underneath both layers of this to get that out with no problem. You know, not being a forceful animal here. You know. Same thing with this one actually. Is that a tear? Oh, that's not a seam. That is a tear. So yeah, it's like every shingle. Like this is crazy. And then on top of that, we're gonna do transfer matting. We'll fight you on the transfer matting all day. You know, the ones that the tabs that blow off, they might not have any transfer matting. The ones that are still stationary, they might not. But if we're seeing it here, it's there. It's available to us, and you can see it right there where it's torn. That had nothing to do where I was doing any of my strikes. Again, this shingle is already broken. That's the only reason it's flexible is because this shingle is already broken. This shingle is already broken, so it's flexible because there's a tear in the shingle, which I labeled. So, oh, and look, here's another one that I didn't even notice. Look at that. We find them everywhere we go. So the transfer matting is obviously also matting damage, and it's happening sporadically throughout the whole thing. So my marks are over here, and they're along this line, but it's still pulling transfer matting, still pulling matting from other areas. I mean, I'm getting way too in depth for this because watch what's about to happen here. This is the recommended product by RLS. Okay, so if the existing damages are already a problem, which they are definitely a problem, regardless of what anybody has said so far, they're a huge problem for the homeowner. The product does not fit. Okay, and this is the same product as out front. You guys are not taking this seriously. It's going to end up escalating, but that does not fit. Okay, not even close. It's butted up here, but it does not fit. That's what they're recommending us using. Okay, they don't make this old 20-year shingle anymore. They don't have that size. Whatever that manufacturer actually is, this is not it, because they don't make it. So this is the closest matching. We don't know for matching. We go for like kind structure. So let's get that straight. I'm gonna pop a couple nails in here, but ultimately, there's no. This is a magnet. It's hilarious. It's a fucking crate. I'm already doing a repair video with a hammer without a magnet on it. What a classic. There's a nail, just so you can see a nail go in. You know, it's yeah. Look, here's another point, right? Ready? So the exposure on this is not the same. The length's not the same, the exposure is not the same, but the thing is, now I go to drive a nail up in here. I gotta get my nail all the way up here. So I'm like 3 inches, I'm like 2.5 inches into this. And it still doesn't fit. And you're gonna get ice damming, you're gonna get snow, you're gonna all kinds of shit under here. This is gonna leak. Just like the front. It's not gonna work. I don't know what else you guys need to see. I mean, I think that you are looking at the existing damage around here saying, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It is not okay. That's old. But this is not okay. If we can't remove the nails, how the hell are we going to reinstall using this without then taking this one out and this one out and this one out and this one? It's just a domino effect. So, thank you.